Hello, my crafty friends. Happy December to you. I'm going to start out this video by showing a few of the Spellbinders December Club kits. And then I'm going to create a project using this particular club kit. This is the stitching die of the month. It's called Stitched Love. And I love that it has a panel die. This will fit an A2 sized card exactly. I was careful to tape mine in place before I cut it out so that I didn't go off the edge. The sentiment to this says love. Then you get a bunch of floral dies as well. This one, of course, is Valentine theme. I guess in December, it's time to start thinking about your Valentine cards. This is the Clear Stamp and Die of the Month Club. This one is called Big Love for obvious reasons. I love that big love stamp. And then it has the coordinating die that cuts it out all in one piece, but it's going to cut out the insides of the letters too. You get a few heart dies, and you get a rectangle die to cut out the other sentiments. So this is another fun little sentiment-themed stamp set. Next, I have the 3D embossing folder for December, and this one's called Two Hearts as One. And this one is very unique because you can emboss two very different A2 sized panels with it. And then last, I have a brand new club kit to show you. This is the stencil of the month from December, and it's called My Love Grows. We pull this out of the baggie, open up this package, and give you a close-up look at this. There are 4 stencils to this, and it's going to create another Valentine-themed card. Stencils are so popular lately, and I love playing with them, so I was super excited to get this club kit. So I'll have other videos coming up very soon showing these other products, but today I'm going to focus on the stitching die of the month. I picked out 3 different colors of ink. I'm going to start off by inking up an A2 sized panel using these inks. I'm going to speed up this video because it did take me a while to blend these 3 colors. This is just a piece of Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock that I'm blending on. I don't really need a perfect blend because most of this is going to be covered up by my die cuts. And it will smoothen out as the ink dries. I want it good and dark as I can get it. This light pink, I have to do a lot of layers for it. Such a pale pink. And here is my panel all done. And I'm going to use the panel die or the border die to cut this out. This die cuts to the very edge of the panel, so I'm flipping it over to make sure I'm cutting it all out. And then I did tape it in place. And here it is. Isn't that so cute? I also cut out the rest of the dies. For these letter die cuts, I cut them out twice, and I'm going to glue them together. This will create a sturdier piece to stitch on. I'm just going to add little dots of glue. You don't need much because the stitching will keep it together nicely. And I cut the letters out with some wild berry cardstock. It's kind of a pinkish red. I love this cardstock. I'm going to use some white embroidery floss on these. And the letter dies are really fun because you can do a back stitch, just a very simple back stitch. I'll show you how I do this. I'm going to start off at one end and go up through the first hole. I'm just going to kind of hold on to, but you could tape it or glue it in place. Then I'm going to go down into the hole next to it. And then I'll start my back stitching. So I'll go up the third hole. Oops, okay, there we go. And then I'll go back down into the second hole. And this is what you're going to do all the way along this letter die. So again, you're going to go up the next hole and then go back down through the previous hole. You can, of course, do this any way you'd like, but I love the look of the back stitch for this die cut. I'm going to go ahead and stitch up the whole thing like this and all of the letters like this. Here's a close-up look. Doesn't that look so cute? And now that I'm done with all of my stitching, I'm going to put this card together. I created a white card base using the large panel die. And then I'm going to glue on my ink blended panel to this. This is going to be a really fun shaped card. And then I'm going to start adding my die cuts. There are a lot of ways you can do this, and over on the Spellbinders website, there's some beautiful inspiration. I'm kind of doing my own thing here. I went ahead and stitched some of the floral pieces off camera, and I'm gluing those onto the leaf die cuts. And then for my smaller flowers, these little circles, I just used a white gel pen on those. The gel pen I prefer to use these days is the Uniball Signo pen. And if you don't feel like stitching, you could use this pen on all of your stitching die cuts. But here's a close-up look. You can hardly tell, on camera anyway, that I used some white gel pen on this. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. Let me pull up my panel here and see if that allows it to focus better. Here we go. That's just white gel pen on those smaller ones. I'll attach these to the leaf pieces. The larger circles, I did go ahead and use white embroidery floss on. And this, here you can see that this one is embroidered. Or stitched, I should say. And then I'll glue these in place. And then I'm going to go ahead and start putting this card together. It's kind of fun how these pieces fit into the little scallops along the edge of the panel. I'm just going to glue those flat into place. You can come up with your own design. You can put as many or as few as you'd like on this card. Next, I'm going to add my yellow flowers and just kind of connect them to the flowers at the bottom. My stitched letters are going down flat with more liquid glue. And then I'm going to attach more flowers above the love sentiment. And I'm going to glue them so that they look like they are attached to the die cuts above them. I'm going to use the Clear Stampin' Die of the Month Club for the sentiment that says you. So this will say, love you. This is some VersaFine Onyx Black ink I'm using to stamp this out just under the love. I'll attach a few gems to this card as if it wasn't busy enough already. I just wanted a little touch of sparkle. And then here is this pretty Valentine's Day card all done. Let me give you a good close-up look at the stitching. And I'll be back again really soon with more videos using the other club kits from Spellbinders for December. They were also fun this month that I thought I'd make separate videos for each club kit. So I have a lot of videos coming out this month. I have my Crafty Advent Calendar series going on every single day. So I hope you'll check it out. Have a wonderful day. Bye.